Whoa there, greetings. All right, thanks for joining us. I don't know. I thought about changing the lighting, but I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is. We'll see. I'll think about it. Thank you for joining us. This is the chat portion of the webinar. Move this. I want to make it's going to be different. Make an announcement. This came in recently. I'm going to do for this week. This is like what, Christmas week. I'm not sure how many days I'm going to do this. Probably for the whole week. But I'm glad to I'm going to press charges against the beings that are causing difficulties here, the alien beings. Just we're in Syria and whatever. The ones that are suppressing our society. That's different. So that's what I'm going to do starting tomorrow. So I had a dream last night too of I was getting shot by bullets. I didn't get hit, but I was like machine gun fire was coming after me. So that's what's going on. So yeah, tomorrow probably the same lighting. I thought about changing the lighting, but I'm probably not going to do that. So I'm going to do crimes against humanity. I'm going to charge alien beings. I'm not going to go into specific names of the beings. We'll just keep it general. But I'll go into the details of where they're manipulating, and we'll just see where this goes. I don't know where the hell this is going to go, but I don't know. I just feel like I should do it. So fuck them. So I'm going to do this for the next couple of days, too, to give you... So this is the first time I've posted this, mentioned this. This is a preview of tomorrow. It'll probably be late tomorrow, my things are. So move the camera around. Oh well. He's gonna get cut out a little bit, but looks weird. No, maybe I'll leave it that other way. So I have him there. Yeah, I'll just leave it that way. All right, thank you for joining us for webinar questions. We're about to get started, so I wanted to put that out there about what's coming. So it's weird, but it must be done. All right, bringing the angels, positive vibrations, all the weirdness we can get. Yeah, we are getting closer to some kind of alien contact. I don't know what, but to give you an example. Before we get started, about a month ago, I had a feeling of a shift, and then they had that mail bombings and stuff that were going on, or the fake ones that happened. Well, this time I'm feeling more of an alien shift recently, in a good way. At least I think it's a good way. I don't know. Either way, we're getting closer. That's all I know. They're not telling me anything. We're getting closer to some kind of contact. So I believe it. I don't know where, how, but it's, this is however you want to look at it. In a good way. It's just it's time for us to come out of this situation. So as for how it's going to happen, don't know any detail. Obviously, they're not telling me. But expect something to occur somewhere, sometime. I don't know. I've had messages before. This is a feeling, and it really feels like they're really making their move in some shape or form. So doesn't mean they're going to have ships flying around. Who knows? Anything's. But their connection with us is going to get stronger and stronger. That's all I know. Obviously, but it feels like their presence is going to increase. Not to say we have much of it right now. So just want to put that out there. I'll go into that tomorrow, but I just wanted to go into that a little bit today. All right. So connecting to angels, aliens, everyone, spirit guides, flying by. Our question from Pamela. Are there any messages for my higher self? Just do what you need to do. You're to be more outspoken, but also just say creative energies are good for you too. Just be creative. Creativity is excellent for you. And just find, do things that with your time that you feel that's productive. You don't, it seems like creativity seems to be best. Question 2, I feel like I'm going through a change. As I change, I change in me from every fiber of my body, and so I feel like my body and my mind are changing to give some ideas or who, what. Well, yeah, you're opening yourself up. So you're shifting with the higher vibrational energies. So use your intuitive energies. What do you feel? Do you feel any beings around you? Connect to your spirit guides or spirit beings? Wherever you feel like you need to connect to. You're definitely going to, just use your intuitive. What are your guides telling you? I don't think you connect to them very often, but that might change. Just go by what you're feeling from them. I believe that connection will definitely increase. Gundam, any messages from, I don't know what that is, Quadatron? Feels like a parasite being. Not to say it's a negative being, it was like a parasite being that we connected to an astral, kind of a good humor being to just like a construction being. It's not going into full details, just he's very connected to fiber optics. So, it's anyway. I'll have to connect with that. Any messages from my guides? Yeah, just keep connected to just Quadatron, any beings that come to mind with any Q names. Yeah, any string. Yeah, just allow more of these things to start, channel through you, definitely. Quadatron being, I would say that's like an AI being. For your message from your guides, you are opening up more direction for yourself. Just stay positive. Whatever you feel like, creativity wise to discover. More things are going to start opening up. Caleb, I have opportunity, potential to relocate and start fresh in my new state. Any messages regarding this in the job situation? So a job situation, that's the only thing where I get a question about. I'm not sure if there is a job situation there. Moving is good. I mean, job's another story. So find a job, the job situation is not always the best in all areas, but I think it'd be good to relocate, yes. But having an idea of a job or, but if there's opportunity to pre-quote, start new, any messages regarding this and the job situation. Yeah, as long as you find a job, this is going to be great. If you don't find a job, it might take some time to find something. Question 2, any other messages from Ashtar? You mentioned Ashtar and the connections of council in previous question and open things up for me slightly and revisit in a dream. Oh, yeah, Ashtar command, yeah. That's going to definitely start multiplying with you. I'll also help you in the job situation. The job situation, to go back to your first question, is always up and down, but I believe you'll be able to manifest what's right for you. And your Ashtar is like a guide to you in a lot of ways. So it's moving you into a new direction, you can say. And that's also connecting to a different star alignment that's going on. Well, of course, do what is comfortable for you. Don't feel like you have to move just to connect to the aliens, but I believe everything will work out for you in some shape or form. But yeah, he's a past life. He's a general that you were under his command. And you technically still are. So, James, what was I doing during the time of Yeshua? Was I a kid? Or Jeshua? Funny people. Jeshua. Jesus. I think it's Jesus. Anytime. Yeah, I believe so. You also had reptilian incarnations during his time, so you had other timelines going on. Let's see. I believe you did know him, but not strongly. But you did know of him. We saw him. I don't think you had an actual like a connection with him, like physically. I don't believe so, but you did see him in the distance. You did come to your area, however you want to word it. But I believe you were a carpenter during that time, and I believe you even practiced a lot of his work too. But you weren't sure about it. Question two: do you have any other messages? Yes, you're very connected to Mars. I think I mentioned that. Yeah, definitely connected also to Anunnaki beings on Mars. He did not quite get along with them. I believe we're also part of the Martian Senate. I know this is going on more and more. Where the Anunnaki disagree with what the Anunnaki are doing to this planet and Martian world. Not sure if you can connect to any of that, but that's what's coming through. Part of you kind of close that part of you down. It does feel like you're a part of the politics of Mars, and it was very what the Anunnaki were doing on this planet was just like war crimes. You can say in some ways. I disagreed with it, that's for sure. So yeah, I think war broke out during that time. So I'll leave you with that. All right, yeah. Like the text message, text message, yeah, from the channel text, yeah. Welcome. Marianne, any messages for me? See you. Very connected to the Bull Avians. They are connected to the Galactic Federation of Light. You do clear through a lot of politicians that are going on there. There's also, interesting, another version of Donald Trump there. That's a woman. That's interesting. Yeah, like a female version of Trump is there. Hey, let's go into the weird, huh? Sure. I believe this is another version. Yeah, it is another version of him. Can you imagine that? So you can say you're connected to the New Earth now, and there's major timeline changes on the way. So I believe your energies are around the power grids, protecting them. Eventually, those will change, but not yet. We're not ready for it yet, but they will be. To whatever it's going to be, but at least around America, at least. Next question. Any messages from Archangel Metatron? Metatron has your back. Sometimes you really, in astral, really go into after other beings. Like you're like not like you're going to go kick their ass, but in some ways you are in that regard. Because you're very passionate about this world. Because there is a coming timeline change, majorly. So preparations are in need. That's for damn sure. Something's on its way. That's all I have to say. So yeah. So in a good way. Definitely. Geez, I'm really feeling it now. So yeah, you're preparing for what's to come, and in your energies here, just you're kind of places you look on the internet that you're looking at. Your vibration is obviously there for a reason, and you might be able to pray on it or go a bit further into it, because there you might see a future Earth. You might feel being there. I'll leave you with that. Carol, please hit it. Are there any messages for me for Carol? Let's see. Well, I see you clearing a lot of Anunnaki energies around the Earth, around Antarctica, around the Illuminati. I really feel a big wave coming. Expect anything. Yeah, you're part of the new timeline. Energies are being brought in. As you said, I believe I said this in the past. I'm getting it down well too as I'm going this. So they kind of wear me out a little bit. You're obviously connected to it. An angelic energy is like four of you, like four versions of you. Uh, and it's for many different reasons. They're not going into full details of it, but we're currently four versions of you that are around the Earth at this time. Let's just leave it at that. Noah, there's been some strange glitches going on with my computer, internet, and the technology that I have used. Any message? Well, partly it's what's going. Yeah, you have a lot of zeta interference going on. You're also becoming more active. You yourself, your vibration is shifting, so you're kind of causing it in some ways. Not to worry. Well, you're getting a lot more visitation, obviously. I'll say some of it's Archon, but not to worry. It will cool down. It's hard to say. It depends on what you're doing, what you're doing at the moment. Just do a blessing, a healing of it. I believe it will clear out. You might even get a message of who it is. Very faint. You always ask who it is. I don't know if you've fully asked. Yeah, it's like do a prayer. Like, yeah, do a prayer and see who it is. See how that goes. Any messages for me? Yeah, you're going into a new timeline energy that will start to advance itself. Not to say you'll see the future that clearly, just know you're going in the right direction. Yeah, you just know you're in the right spot. You are where you are for a reason. I should have said Red Carols, but that's all right. But you're connecting more with angelic energies, but you're doing far more. You're connected to AI energies. You're also obviously connected to the future and astrally connect to AI beings on a daily basis. You can say they're preparing a lot of them for incarnating here as, as technology. You can probably feel some of that. Carol, I should have answered this earlier. Are there any messages from Mother Mary? You're clearing a lot of blockages around the church at this time. Catholic Church, mostly. Not quite yet, but there's going to be some information coming through. People will see more truth what's going on. So just continue on your path. It's a very short message, but religions are going to have an awakening, not just with what's going on with the priest, but like a world awakening of who's here. I mean, until I really do feel the alien presence here. Jeez, in a good way. What I feel with the alien presence, like I said, is I don't know what moves they're going to make, but it's been really quiet for a long time. Very frustrating, but not so much anymore. Stormy Storm, in my dreams, a double-sided agent, and my boyfriend too. I think she came in and read that already. I think she already read that. If not, she can message me. It's too, but I can't remember much. Yeah, I think she already came in. If not, she can, just email me if I didn't. Symmetry, any messages for me? You have a lot of men in black around you at this time. So if you're getting depressed or feel anything weird, it's from them. Now, don't panic, but I think you yourself are opening up more to what's occurring. You might get indications of any alien species here too, possibly. It's hard to say, because part of you doesn't want to be spooked out, but part of you wants to get on the ship and get out of here, as you know. Now you do have I saw a Zeta wife, but I also saw a reptilian wife. Oh, it's up to you on that one. I don't know if it's at the same time as not being very clear. I see the reptilian wife very clear. So, as a Zeta being, you're dating a reptilian, or you're married to a reptilian female. That's interesting. But I think you're also married. I think you're married twice. Yeah, that's normal. for the alien people. So it's like on those, yeah, you have on this star system, and then you go to another star system, something like that. So, oh yeah, for them they don't care. We're the only ones that have an issue with everything. Second question. Last time I spoke to the aliens, they said that they were working on my brain. Any updates on that? They said they were working on my brain pre-full vortex in May 2017. I think they're done with that. You're opening up more of your uh they don't want too much to come through just yet. But you're going to be clearing blockages more in your brain. Yeah, you have like a new brain in a lot of ways, you can say in some way, however you want to look at it. Yeah, so I believe you're more connected to AI beings, but also an energy where you can switch dimensions, but not yet. Nothing's been activated yet. Let's put it that way. So, like mentally, you have like a zeta brain in some regard. Yeah, like zeta implants, I would say. That's what I get on that. And 1 second, I have to change something. Yeah, I kind of. Where have I'm coming to the end somewhere. Guess we have some questions here, or a couple of times. I guess some people missed it last time. Oh wait. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, it's Moses. Does my higher self have any messages for me? I see a lot of seahorses, underwater beings that you are connected to at this time. Very connected to the Syrians. So your vibration is shifting more from human to alien in some regard. Basically, you're getting energy from the sea. Look at it that way. Question 2: Do I see profit on my cryptocurrencies at the end of this year? I don't think much. Next year, I think it'll be a better year, but somewhat, but not as you like it. Something's better than nothing. Inaro, what can I do to activate my lighting skills? One moment. What can I do to activate my lighting skills? I'm not sure if I ever understand that question. For connections though, connect to your heart chakra, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't have all the galactic lingo. Let me look that up. I've never heard of that before. If I was channeling somebody, maybe they'll know what that means. I don't know what that means. Let me look that up. Oh, as a psychic ability? Okay, good. Whoops. It's in your your heart chakra. Well, you just you kind of go with the flow of it. Like, what do you want to connect to? What is it that you want to know more of? Sometimes your body has to evolve for you to be ready for it. So you already have the capability of it, but emotionally, physically, you might not be ready for it yet. But things that what you want to reach out, what ability do you want to enhance? And then, slowly evolve, slowly, enhance it. Like your psychic abilities, they have ways of testing your abilities. If what feels right for you, basically. Like some people, like they want to do their intuition. I don't know how this works. I don't know why people want to do this, but Like if you see an elevator, you can intuitively know what the next number is going to go to, or something around those lines. You can. So it's just basically what you want to fine tune, and to just slowly let it evolve. Any messages for me? Yeah, ground your energies. That's like answer to number one. Grounding. Whatever grounding works for you. Connecting to Buddha will help you too. Part of you want to, yeah, this is common. You want to speed things up. Well, that's okay. Just, use it as an exercise. What is it that I believe your intuitive abilities be able to connect to the ancient world, actually. Just what do you feel from beings like Julius Caesar, for example, or other beings? I believe you can channel their energies. Please, conscious channel. Well, not everyone's going to speak to you, but somebody will. Susie, what I've been doing in astral. I see you clearing reptilian beings. Let's see. I see you in Sirius right now, the Syrian councils about our Earth's ascension. You're very much involved with that. You are connected to the future Earth at this time. Uh, let's see here. I believe you're connected to other channelers that are out, that are channeling at this time. I think you're assisting them. Because I see you as like a grandmother to a lot of them. I don't know how you feel about that. I see it. Are there any messages for me? Yes, you are like you're looking at the world in the spirit world like a chess game. Now, obviously, spirit beings aren't betting, but they are not necessarily competing, but you are assisting other beings on assisting us. Like, you're like a school teacher in the spirit world. You say like, "Hey, come look at this," and you kind of like, "Here, now really look at it." Like, throw them into our world. To see it more. Sometimes you have to give a little bit of a jolt. Sometimes. So you're a teacher in the spirit world. Let's put it that way. I'll let you connect with that. Everyone's a teacher, but some are truly teachers for different reasons. I believe you came here as an observer right now. Jess, what messages does Prime Creator have for me? Oh, you'll know more about the ascension over time. You'll be given messages and feelings. You're very connected to Mars. So the future will slowly come clear to you. Maybe not for your timeline, but for the world. Little by little, you're going to start opening yourself up more. This coming year, maybe sooner than that. Well, don't have much long. But yeah, you're just things are going to start to make more sense to you. We're all closed down for a reason. It's just we can all be opened up, but for our lessons here, obviously we're all shut down. So, question 2: what is the current state of my chakras? Any messages from Archangel Raphael on what I need most attention? Use your abilities. Really, I would use your intuitive abilities on anything that you're interested in. Stuff. I feel just go. But if you're getting little bits, that's okay. But I think a little bits are gonna. Part of you kind of shuts down. You get information, and you kind of shut it down a little bit. You're not. If part of you feels like you're not ready for it yet, that's coming through, and that's obviously we all have blockages for a reason. For soul development. Mia is my granddaughter. Mackenzie, part of our soul group, and can you tell me about past life we have together? time period and what our past life relationship. Granddaughter Mackenzie. Let's see. One moment. 1800s. I believe she was your granddaughter back then too. And I believe the same family was back then. But I see more France. I don't see them. I don't know where you are right now, but I see France, like the 1800s France. And like I said, your family is the same. Just like take your family and put them in the 1800s. Middle class family did live in Paris. I think outside of it. Well, I'm going to say Paris, but some of them lived outside of it. I think you lived in Paris. I don't know how you feel about Paris. Well, back then it's a little bit different. Yeah, that's another story. Question 2. Have I had past lifetimes as famous or well-known person in history? Only thing I'm picking up is military during the Roman time period. Nothing too significant. I feel a male lifetime in the military, but they're not giving me any names. Like Hadrian, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, he probably was like, "Oh, what's that?" It's like, yeah, well, you asked. So I think you're way away from that now. But yeah, I don't think you were too excited about that lifetime either. So that's the only thing I'm picking up. I think you kind of pull some information from Julius Caesar. So I don't know how you feel about Julius Caesar. I'll leave you with that. Henry, prime career needs to wear a Santa outfit. Yeah. Do I have any messages from the Galactic Wives, children, Scion, anyone, female Anunnaki? Let's see here. One more. Yeah, you're healing Archon timelines. You yourself, you're like in the astral realm. This is why you have difficulties connecting to your higher. So what's going on is because you change your astral self, because you're like a chameleon. You disconnect for a reason, probably for your benefit. Is because you're like a shapeshifter. And yeah, you're doing some major stuff here. That's why you're kind of getting hit and all that. It's like, oh, this is just. We're very connected to the Archon grid too. Reason being, because you're here to let it go. It's like you're like secretly inside in some regard. There's no real secrets in astral, but you're inside of it. So, and you're closing it down, as you probably feel. So your disconnect is not your connections aren't always going to be 100%, because it's kind of like, yeah, you cut yourself off for a reason. You did a lot of sacrifices here. I don't know. They show me like Rambo. It's kind of like you're going through what Rambo went through. You ever see First Blood? You're kind of going through that, right? You can probably feel that. You're getting tortured, getting beat up. Yeah, that's what's going on. It'll end. I don't know when it's going to end, but that probably hits home. Yeah, you feel like you're in Vietnam, and you pretty much are. But it is the benefit of others, and you will get positive karma for it. So just be strong. Yeah. Well, do I have any messages from beings that visit my home, and do I have any messages from Galactic Federation of Light? Yeah, you do connect to the first contact being the alien beings that are going to bring first contact here. You're already connected to other versions of Earth, other realities that were things where it's already happening. So this is why you feel it living within you, right? So yeah, I imagine you feel some version of it. And yeah, it's going to get stronger with you over time. Definitely. Yeah, you're going into a more of, you might get intuitions of things to come. It's hard to say. You're just getting through the day, but it's a possibility. So I'll do with that. Eric N. I'm trying to finish up my first poetry book, but I'm kind of having difficulties figuring out what to draw for the cover. Is this any messages? All I'm thinking is a dove, a white dove. Up to you. I think that'd be neat. Some show like a feather pen, but I feel the white dove is probably the stronger one. So I don't know how you feel about that. Neat. That's an angelic energy there. Does Archangel get chills at that? Does Archangel Gabriel have any messages? Yeah, you're finding the right words, you're putting things together, you're putting your soul out there. And you've done this in other lifetimes. What matters most is you're bringing higher self energies and worlds from your messages here are obviously coming from other worlds, other lessons that you've learned on other planets. So your words, everything you're putting down is lessons you learn from other places that will bring people joy. I see a lot of Pluto energies around you. So I know Pluto does not exist at the moment, but you definitely come from Pluto. Always I'll let you meditate on that, see what you feel on that. You can write something from that, see what you feel. Just go by what you feel from that. But yeah, definitely a Pluto being, that's for sure. Scientist is what I'm getting. I don't know how you feel about science, but scientist. Raw end. Do I have any messages from my guides? Yes, Arcturian beings are assisting. Ocean energies that you're connected to at this time. You are connected to galactic federations underwater. As for what's to come, yeah, your vibrations are going to start shifting. You're also very. I don't know how you feel. I know you probably don't feel anything for talk show hosts that are here. Well, maybe you do. Your energies are with some of them. Even for those that aren't connected to alien energies, just your average talk. This seems like your energy is there because it's like you're observing it or something like that. Because an alien agenda is on its way. So, that's why. Do I have any messages? Yeah, you're observing what they're doing, and you're like playing the future too of what's to come. Do I have any messages from anyone else? You are let's see. You're advancing yourself rapidly. Basically, your senses will start to open up more to the sun and connected to Ra recently. You might see yourself in the sun, might feel different realities inside the sun if you picture it. It's just a place that you go to it's like a holodeck. The sun is like, it's whatever you want it to be. Think of it like that. And it depends on what dimension beings are, but at the higher dimensions is a whole different reality. And it's for you, it's now think of like the sun itself. Think of like another reality where somebody has the sun in their hand. And they keep it in their pocket. So, you come from a place like that. So, just looking at things totally different from this perspective. So imagine how that resonates with you. Yes, you looked at this world like through an hourglass, you've seen this world in another reality, like a school teacher would like have like a glass on her desk. Have like Earth there, like what's going on Earth, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, everything exists that you can think of. So, think of yourself as a student looking at it, it's like, wow, that place is neat, and then here you are. So, oh my guys, Moses, as I missed last time, is there any messages about my financial situation at the end of the year? I believe it'd be fine. It's not as good as you'd like it to. investments. Give it a couple of years for things to really start to spin in a good way. Everyone's talking about the end of the world economy. It was economy. Don't believe, just commodities are the strongest thing. Stuff that we need. But the currency that you're working on is good too. It feels like investments is the best thing for you, as you probably know. But it feels like it'll take a couple of years for things to really start to make some sense for you. So like 2020, I think things are going to look really good for you. I know it's like that's when the economy is going to blow up. Well, nobody knows that for sure. Expect strange things. I wouldn't worry. I think it'll be fine. Does my higher self have any messages for me? You're trusting yourself more, and you will continue to do so. So just keep on the path that you're on. Yeah, you're gonna get stronger. Yeah, you're already doing good. You're gonna get better in your direction. Amy, am I an aspect of Archangel Michael or an aspect of any other Archangel Michael? What can you tell me? You connect to Archangel Michael's energy the most recently, but you're an aspect of Gabriel. Yes, you are. You have a lot of his fractal energies. Let's put it that way. So you're warning through his energies, warning through you. This is very normal. Michael is always with me. I don't always feel him around, but he's always with for me. He keeps me out of trouble. Let's put it that way. So, well, tries to at least. I feel like Gabriel and Michael are the strongest energies with you at this time. So, fractal. I mean, I feel fractal energy, but you are aspect. Yes, an aspect. Yeah. I worked with in some respect, yes. I work with a woman named Breck. Okay. She's mostly nice, however, she seems to have self-confidence issues. And she gossips about others. So she's insecure. Well, she likes gossiping too. That's another thing. She likes to chit chat. Somehow I feel that she is around me to help me learn a life lesson. What is that? Not worry about her. Well, part of you is judging her. So you gotta not judge her. So she's there for you to judge her. That's interesting. Here, judge me away, but don't judge her. Yeah, if you stop judging her, she's doing that to get people's attention. She knows exactly what she's doing. Well, if she finds things about people interesting, that's like the insect side of her. She's like, whoa, that's a neat emotion. Whoa, that's neat. Think about that. It feels like very insectoid of her to be like that. So look at it that way. As for what lesson, they're not always very clear on exactly what the life lesson is, but the judge area you can heal. So it's neat seeing the insect side of her. Miles, I have no interest in working and going to school. What does my higher self and spirit guides think about this? Oh, well, educate as long as you have the education where you want to go, what you want to do. It's as long as you follow the path that's right for you. Obviously, follow what's best for you. Learn what you need to do the career you want to do. I know, so it can be a good slave, but it's survival, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But do what you gotta do. Know where you want to go for career wise, and just do what you need to do for that. And so, question 2: do I have any messages from anyone? Yes, you're changing timelines. Just know you're protected. Yes, always. Nothing's ever easy, as you can see. You can have the best education in the world and have no job, as you know, as everybody knows. So, use your street skills. Street skills meaning just some people go to get educated, but they're not really going anywhere. You're going by the school book, but for you can go. You have an alternative way of doing things, so that's good. So just use your own methods. Nothing's perfect, of course, but you'll find your way. So yeah, just go on the path that's right. Keanu, do I have any messages from the Arcturians? Yes, you're healing other aspects of yourself. Your vibration is there's like 7 or 8 of you right now, not necessarily on this world, but you're very connected to 7 or 8 versions of you that are similar to you but slightly different. It's like one would be black, one would be white, one would be this and that, but there's other characteristics too. So you might be able to feel some of that possibly. It's just showing that after this world, you got a whole nother plan going on. In some ways, you're here as an observer. There's more to it than that. It's like you're here to like help kickstart the ascension too, as everyone is. But you're here, many people are here behind the scenes with good reason, and you're just, God says that you're in the cheap seats, but that's where you like it. But there's another version of you that's in Arcturus, or a father version that's watching you right now. So you're, you're kind of looking back at your father saying, "How am I doing?" So, so far so good. You're doing a lot more than he would. He wouldn't come to this world for anything, so you're doing good. Hey, just being a reincarnated world in this world is saying a lot. So a lot of Arcturians say, "No, thank you." So, any messages for me? Yeah, just keep up the good work. You're just keep following the passions, the ideas that's coming to your astral travel. If you do any astral, you can do astral, connecting to your astral self. It's just you're opening up more to other dimensional understanding. So, yeah, just let your mind flow. Just let it flow. What do you see? What do you feel? Whatever comes to you. Just anything. That's what reality you feel very close to. Is anything here on this world that what is the reality that you feel you're connected to? And follow it. Catalina, any insight about the neogasms and who are they? Nanogasms? Let me check the internet first before I go into this. I have no idea. Nobody knows. Good. Only nanogisms. Only feels like the only thing I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting a nanotechnology energy from them. It feels like they're smaller nanotechnology, so it feels like an AI being. I wouldn't worry about it. It's not causing any difficulties, but you are very connected to it. So it's a version. It's like an alien version of nanotechnology from a different alien species that does not want to make itself known right now. So I'll just leave it with that. Does knowledge seem negative or dark to the lower mind? Not really. I wouldn't think so. I think that's normal thinking. No. It's just normal, it's no, because they feel that it's right. It's not negative. They don't see it as negative. I don't think so. So it's justifying in what they do. But sometimes that's a good thing. I know that sounds weird, but you need both. You need negative and light to function. And the because if the negative thought they're doing something wrong, they wouldn't do it. I mean, if they felt it was doing right, like causing difficulty, being a pain in the ass, whatever, it's like they're going to do it. And some do it because they feel like it's wrong to do it anyway. That's true. So I guess it all depends on the being, the person. Because some beings feel like they know they're doing something wrong, they do it anyway. And other beings feel like they're doing something wrong and they feel like it's the right thing to do. So it's on how you look at it. So it's different for everybody. Let's look at it that way. 1 to 11, my husband Mike was an astral, and James Comby, FBI director. Interesting. Director was aiming a gun at him from a distance to shoot him, but my husband thought he wouldn't shoot because he is a cop, but he wasn't sure. He woke up wondering if he was shot. I don't think so, no. What was that about? Well, apparently your husband has a lot on James. James used to be a brother of his. And so James knows a lot about, your husband knows a lot about James that James doesn't want your husband to know about. But don't tell these people about me. Don't tell him about. So he's basically seen James do this stuff before. It feels like a brother energy from somewhere else. So basically, your husband's suspicions about James is correct, whatever it might be. He did not get shot though. So yeah, it's because I believe your husband knows what's right, and James knows what's wrong, and does it anyway. So I have been involved in a lot of lower astral experiences lately with lots of people, and some I know when I wake up at the if that energy sticks me in a while, very heavy. Sorry, not reading it right, but anyway. What am I doing there? There's so many. There's so often. Well, because I believe you're healing it. I just had a dream I was getting shot at by machine guns. So yeah, it's another reality. It's part of warning for another reality. You're giving yourself energy for another Earth. That's a pain in the ass too. It's just like we know the lessons here are hell on earth, but where we're in when everything's perfect, it's like, wow, I need to go back and learn some more. So, this is all lessons that need to be, I want to call it lessons, but experiences that you need for your soul growth now, here, for strength. So, I believe you're clearing a lot of low energies, but also other versions of you are connecting those low energies because they need it for their soul growth. Let's look at it that way. You can call it lessons, call it whatever you want, but it's basically improving it. We always want to improve ourselves. That's why we're here. Even if it feels like we're not improving anything, but we are. I mean, we're here, aren't we? I mean, Maslow's, it's a billion, 7 billion, almost 8 billion people here. So, and then seeing the world for what it truly is, small percent. So it's easier to be, as you know, in the movie at the lower astral. So most people here are in lower astral too. I don't believe you are, but in dream state, you kind of need to be there for your own reasons. There's a lot of reasons for it, not just for your other selves. So that's where the consciousness is. So you want to be with them. There's a mission there. Let's put it that way. It doesn't make sense. It's like I'm feeling more alien activity energies here. It's like something's about to burst. I've not felt that way before, so who knows how long that'll last. But Vasco, any messages from anyone? I do see a lot of tall blonde Nordics. Palladians you're connected to. They're assisting with the ascension process. They show me ET. It's cryptic, but you'll know what it means over time. It just shows ET with his finger. His finger lit up. So it's the sign of the times, is what you've been waiting for. So you're going to go into a new way of looking at things. They're kind of keeping it kind of calm for the message, but you're just go by your intuition. Follow it. My grandma passed away on Black Friday. I just wanted to know how she is doing. She's doing quite well. I think she's very, very happy. So, I fear, I don't think she's doing somersaults, but she feels a lot happy. It feels like her body was a real drain at the end, and she just couldn't take it anymore. She left at the right time. She made her blessings with everyone in astral. But she is happy as a bee. And she went right over to the she crossed right over. She's very young and very happy. That's all she's saying is like, I think your mother or her daughter is just was in her mind right now. And either way, the grandmother is just having a blast. So I don't know what you can do. Just do what you can. So a lot of people here have to mourn. You just have to. It's like you say whatever you can. Nothing's gonna go up, but to tell her she is just happy as a bee. So you can probably connect with that. So what do we do with that? Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, everyone. All right. Yeah, we're going to do the proceedings tomorrow of prosecution of the beings causing difficulties on Earth. Should be interesting. I'll be like a galactic UN type of thing. It would just be me. I'm just gonna say what I gotta say. I'm planning on doing a text a video transcribed in text form too. So afterwards, so we'll see what happens. All right, blessings everyone, and great weekend.